All right, guys, good morning. We'll get started here in just a second. Hope you're all doing well this early Wednesday morning for me. And we're going to take a look at something new from System 76's. It's called, from System 76, it's called Pop OS. System 76 is a company based here in the States, I believe, out of Colorado. They make a nice selection of custom-made Linux-based computers, laptops with their own Pop OS. I did take a look. For fun, I went to their website, window shopping, just to configure a computer that I might use if I had the budget, buy a computer for the channel. And around about $14,000, just a little bit out of my budget for now. But anyway, if you're interested, go to System 76 and take a look at what they have to offer. All right, so this is going to be something new. I believe this is still in beta. So they're calling this the Cosmic Desktop. And it is a customized version. Well, first of all, it features the customized version of the GNOME desktop based off Ubuntu, running their own modifications. Now, as you well know, over the years, I do not like the default vanilla version of the GNOME desktop. I think it's horrible. At least it's horrible for beginners. But I think what System 76 did, they did a poll survey on what they would like to see in this system, the Pop OS Cosmic Desktop, and I think they got it right. All right, so what I did, I ran this off a live USB. I'm going to just play this, and you guys can watch this. I did have to install a simple screen recorder to record all this, and I believe it worked pretty well. So let's kind of take a look at this. So this is their version of the default desktop here, the Cosmic Pop OS desktop. As you can see, a nice selection, wallpapers, default installed applications. I do like their weather app here. This is in Miami, by the way. It is not in Ohio. I wish it was 82 degrees in Ohio. But yeah, Miami's nice. I haven't been down there in a while. So this is their desktop here. And if you're familiar with the GNOME desktop, no surprise here. We have a dock here at the bottom, but these default fonts and colors for the, it is still a beta, so it didn't really look too good, did it? But let's go ahead and keep on moving along here. You have a tiling option extension there to the right. Like I said, a plank or a dock here at the bottom. And here we would have the Pop Shop to install the software. The Pop Shop. I kind of like the sound of it. All right, so yeah, it is still a beta. So if the colors and fonts don't quite look right, that is to be expected. I'm assuming this will be finalized at the end of the month. So anyway, so we have some themes here, light and dark. Overall, looking at this, I think they did what they had to do, to make this more user-friendly, more newbie-friendly, more something that makes more sense, in my opinion, as far as that goes. I changed the wallpaper here. It's nice, slick-looking wallpaper, by the way. But something that just made more sense, And as far as what I mean by more sense, as I was playing with this, you can turn on, toggle on, minimize, maximize buttons. If you hit the super key can be customized for different functions, either to applications or workspaces. Again, just something to make it a little more easier, even if you're not a beginner to the world of Linux, just to make it a little more easier, functionable. Something that if I was to use the GNOME desktop, this version of Pop! OS I would consider. I would also consider Zorin OS, number 16, which is still also currently in beta. As far as the GNOME desktop goes. But I think, looking at this briefly, I think the developers at System 76 for Pop! OS Cosmic, I think they got it right. You know, in taking a reader survey and, you know, and deciding what can we do to make Pop! OS, the GNOME version, or the modified version of GNOME, what can we do to make this more user-friendly? And as you see here looking at this, I think they got it right. You know, it's still not something I would use personally. I'm still a Mate desktop type of guy, and I guess I will be for a long time. I've been using Ubuntu Mate now for the last steady now 5 years, ever since Ubuntu decided to drop the Unity desktop, officially drop Unity desktop. Yeah, the GNOME desktop is it's not for me in general. But if I had to use GNOME, Pop! OS would be one of my options, and also, as I stated, Zorin OS. So take a look at those two if you are new to the world of Linux. But as you can see here, looking at this Cosmic desktop, I think they got it right for what it's worth. So let me know what you guys think. Pop! OS Cosmic. Cosmic is an acronym. Stands for something which I forget. But I think it's just another way of saying the GNOME desktop just a little bit more user-friendly. So, yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and, as we continue playing this video for Pop! OS, let me go ahead and toggle here, split screen to the chat. Vincenzo's in the house. He says, "Good day, mate." Wait, this isn't Ubuntu Mate? Yes, it is. You just had too many drinks, my friend. Hello, Labor. How are you guys? Bob is in the house. Hello, Bob. How are you? It's been a while since you've been in chat. Hasn't it been a while? Where you been? We all missed you, man. If you came in late, I'll replay the video here as soon as it's over. But yeah, I do like what Pop! OS, what System 76 is doing to their version of the Cosmic, what they call the Cosmic desktop. So again, welcome everybody here in the chat. If there's anybody new watching this now on repeats later, please do say hello. I do these for you guys. You know, these live shows, I don't make any money off these live shows. These are for fun. If you would like to contribute to a live show or sponsor a show, please do. I would love to do more of these. But, you know, I do these live shows at different times to let people around the world who don't normally get a chance to come in and say hello. So say hello. Please make it worth my while. Okay, so let me go ahead and just stopped here. Let me go ahead and replay this video for System 76's Cosmic Pop! OS. Oh no, you've been in the hospital. I hope you're doing better, Bob. Vincenzo, I know in Australia the seasons are reversed. So when it's summer here, it's slightly chilly overseas. She says he's frozen like a Disney princess. But a pop. I hear you, Vincenzo. I hear you. Anyway, so once again, we're looking at Pop! OS, Cosmic Pop! OS from System 76, based here in the United States. And like I said, I like what they have done. So I'll just let this video play, just in case you missed it. It's 6 degrees Celsius. Oh, the poor baby. Does your little thing hurt? Boo, 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 boo. Oh, I'm just having fun. Yeah, here it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit, Vince, and rainy and thunderstorms all day. Yucky. It's definitely not swimming weather. So yeah. So I decided to jump on before I start my day. Have not had breakfast yet. Straight from the Antarctic. There be penguins. Aye, Captain, there be penguins over there. I'm just chilling to my dad's music. Anyway, Pop! OS is your second favorite distribution. Okay. Well, again, it's not my personal favorite. I don't think I will ever love the GNOME desktop. But, like I said, if I had to pick one, if it had to be GNOME, I would pick Pop and or Zorin. Yeah, Lamer, I wouldn't mind a System 76 machine. I think they start, what do they start at? About $1,200, something like that. The machines are custom made, and I believe they provide lifetime support. It is USA based, so you are supporting USA jobs. Lifetime support. I guess the price is okay. I just don't have the budget for it, but I would not mind having one. Maybe System 76 will donate one. We can sponsor a show, courtesy of System 76. Wouldn't that be cool? Yes, they are an admirable company, Vince. Yes. They've done very well. They've been in existence, I believe, 10 years now, if not more. And they're one of the few Linux companies, well, companies that make Linux systems here in the States to survive. I mean, the prices aren't cheap. The prices are not what I would call consumer friendly. And what I mean by consumer friendly, starting at $400 and up. But they've managed to survive and thrive. Good for them. They've done a good job and well deserved. I just don't have the budget to buy one. Mitchell Valentino is in the house. How are you, my friends? Thank you for stopping by, Valentino. Good to see you here. Mitchell is a longtime star supporter of the channel through Patreon. Thank you. Yes, Pop! OS has fantastic devs. Really respect what they do. It's not my first choice for a distro, but I'm glad they're doing their thing. Yes, 100% completely agree. There's a lot of things I wouldn't mind having if I had the budget. A Mac, never had a Mac, System 76, just to have it. But lately, the most expensive thing I ordered was a $200 Polk audio speaker set for a TV. We have Nominus. Nominus is in the house. Pop! OS made you like GNOME. Best GNOME design. Love the keyboard-driven workflow. Yes. The ability to modify it a little bit more after their modifications. Very well received, to say the least. I'm going to reposition my scissor microphone here. I guess the sound is okay. No one has complained. Got a new Fifine microphone, 690 model. I'm still getting used to this scissor stand. I'm so used to wearing a headset mic. Somebody called it the air traffic controller look with the headset mic. Tower flight 1529, clear for takeoff on runway 9. That was my impression of a air traffic controller. The sound is good, thank you. Vincenzo is on a 5-day weekend. Lucky dog. I am not, but that's okay. I'll be free today and tomorrow. Then early Friday morning. We might do a live show Friday night. It's been maybe thank toss. It's Friday. It's been a while. Didn't do one last week. I had a dinner date, as they say, ladies first. But it was fun. It was good to get out on a date after after the disaster that was 2020. Yeah, getting back to normal slowly. Anyway, all right, let me go ahead and replay it one more time. Again, this is the video I recorded for Pop OS, Cosmic Pop OS from System 76. I'll just play it one more time here, in case you missed it. Again, if there's anybody new watching, please do stop by and say hello. I'm going to go back to the chat here. Bob is on Raspberry desktop running Debian. Cool. The only Raspberry I like is Raspberry Pi. Mitchell, you are visiting family in Florida in Jacksonville, or Jacksonville Beach. Yeah, my one of my friends lives in Florida. I believe it's Vieira Beach. She's not a techie girl, so she'll probably never watch this. But anyway, yeah, she visited here from Florida. Anyone who is using Raspberry Pi for recommend speakers, the built-in speakers on the monitor are bad. Yeah, well, I would imagine most built-in speakers, monitor or TV, are probably not high-end. You know, that's why I normally use either computer speakers or external speakers if you want better sound. I think that's the way to go. So yeah, that's what I normally use. On my desktop here, I have a 3-speaker setup, a subwoofer and 2 satellite speakers. Trevor is in the house. Well, good morning, Trevor. How are you? Are you new to the chat? If you are, everybody, please say hello to Trevor and welcome. Trevor, you're watching my recorded video of System 76's Cosmic Pop OS. I just recorded using Simple Screen Recorder. Nice looking desktop. As I was excuse me, as I was shopping on Amazon, I was thinking, like, is there really any toy that I would really like? And you know what? I really, tech toy, and I really couldn't think of anything. Just like just for fun, and I really couldn't think of anything. About the only thing maybe I might buy is a new Bluetooth speaker for the pool. But that's really nothing special these days. Anyway. So Trevor, what do you use? Are you a Linux user or something else? Let us know. I use Windows 10, Ubuntu Mate, and I still have an iPad mini. I think it's the first generation. Can't do much with it, but it still runs. So I use it to stream music. Why not? It's got 2 speakers in it, so yeah. So Trevor, you are looking forward to the release running Pop OS now. Aha. And trying to talk yourself out of the System 76 keyboard. Trying to talk yourself out. Okay. What's up with the keyboard? Lamer wants the Pine phone, the Pine tab, and the Pine time. Okay. I do not. I'm happy with my Motorola phones. I got 2 of them. Actually 3 of them now. But anyway. The keyboard is $285. Okay, for almost $300. What makes that keyboard so special? I'm going to assume it lights up. But what else? Yeah. As far as keyboards, I mean, I have big hands. I want a nice wide keyboard, big full-size keyboard, but that's about it. I don't need a lighted keyboard or special keys. I just want it to fit my hands. For me, buying keyboards is like shopping for shoes. Does it fit? Dennis is in the house. Good morning. Running Linux FX, Windows FX. Okay. Why that? Custom mechanical keyboard, fully open source, says Vince. Okay. I actually have, the keyboard I have now is an HP wireless keyboard from 2005, 6-ish. It still works. I like it because it's full size. So yeah. Hey, use what works, right? Yeah, I know System 76. They make their stuff custom made. So yeah. Custom firmware, yeah. High-speed USB, made in the USA. Oh, okay, look, the economy is slowly getting back to normal. So whatever we can do to support American workers, I'm all for it. All for it. If I could, I would, but right now I cannot. I like that wallpaper. I was just looking at it, Pop OS. Anybody else who's new that's watching, say hello. Just drinking water this morning. But I got my gallon of wine ready for the weekend in case we do a live show. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me play the video, the Pop OS video one more time in case you missed it. Again, this is Pop OS Cosmic version from System 76. Looks good. Do we have any gamers here on Linux? Any issues with video drivers, graphics drivers? Sleepy says gallon might just be enough. Yeah. Of course, I don't drink the whole thing. Now, if I was using Arch Linux, I think I would need 2 gallons, Sleepy. Yes. So, Lamer, you game a little when you got the time. So far, Linux is improving. Yeah, yeah. Constant improving process, right? Yesterday I was just browsing through random news, and speaking of Arch, and the legendary singer Frankie Valli has a new album coming out this month. It's called A Touch of Jazz. Frankie has been around since the 60s, creating hit songs, of course, most famous for their songs, Ragdoll, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, and of course, his most famous song, Big Girls Don't Use Arch Linux. Big girls don't cry. Excuse me. Whew. Anyway, God bless Frankie Valli. Still going strong after all these years. Good for him. I bet if we were to ask, hey Frankie, do you use Linux? He would say, what's that? Yes, we are getting cosmic this morning. A gallon of wine is not required, right? I mean, all this talk about raspberry and wine. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Well, it is almost 10 o'clock local time, so I guess I should have breakfast, right? No alcohol in the house? Okay. I'm going to assume that you are not an Arch Linux user. That's why you have no alcohol in the house. I'm feeling silly this morning, but hey, if you are new to this thing we do, this is what we do. We talk about tech, life, and laughs, right? Yeah. Tech, life, and laughs. That sounds like a song. Anyway. All right, Lamer, take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao. Anyway, we've been looking at Pop OS, cosmic version of Pop OS from System 76. Very nice. Vincenzo says, be glad you're not an Arch user this week. Lots of issues. Only this week? I remember years ago, I'll tell you guys a little secret. Well, it's not really a secret, but I remember, oh man, this is going back 7 years, maybe more, 6, 7 years. I was doing podcast shows with Spatry in IG, Infinitely Galactic. And Spatry got hooked on Arch, and he was practically begging me to try Arch Linux. Begging me to try Arch Linux. I'm like, are you sick? So one day we went live or recorded a podcast, and Spatry from Spatry's Cup of Linux, bless him, he says, you know what, Toss, you was right. I do not have time to fix things. Arch just keeps breaking down. That's it. I'm done. And I was like, surprise. True story, by the way. So yeah, I know Arch-based systems have gotten a little better. Totally get it, but it's just that when you play with cutting-edge software, with any system that's cutting edge, you're going to get cut, as in it's not going to work. That's just the way it was designed. So, yeah. So that's why I don't use Arch. There's nothing wrong with it. If you are an advanced user and want to learn how it works, I think that's fantastic. But, yeah, not for me. Trevor just got off work. Oh, okay. Well, hope you're here to relax. Wish it would be sunny today. I have a couple days of free time. I want to go swimming. Bummer. Anyway. I'm looking at the chat here, up and down. If I missed anybody, let me know. I think I got everyone. If not, hello to everyone. Anybody else new watching wants to say hello or has a question? something you're stuck on, maybe one of us can answer it. Not me, but no, I'm just kidding, just kidding. I answer all questions, even if I don't have the answer, right? Necromancer, you're too chicken to learn how to swim. It's not that hard, really. Yeah. Just take swimming lessons, man. Trust me, it does not take that long to learn. I remember swimming lessons years ago at the community center. And yeah, it's not that bad. It really isn't. Hi, Sam. Welcome. Sam has avoided running Arch updates also this week. Wow. There's something to be said for sanity, right? But for those of you who are still running, Arch and need some, Tylenol, I can send you a nice free bottle of what is this, Motrin, that I haven't used in a while. I see, Necromancer. Oh, okay. Well, sometimes it's good to face your fears. I think it makes you a better person, in the long run, but understandable. Yes, swimming is absolutely great exercise. No stress on the joints. I agree. Yeah. Be nice, Sam. Be nice. Anyway, that reminds me of an old joke. What do you call 300 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start. It's just a joke. Just a joke, okay? Vincenzo says he fears Gentoo. I did until I got a Chromebook. Then I have no problem. Trevor says the closest thing to Arch tried is Manjaro. Yeah, I took the, again, going back some years now, Spatry wanted me to, I guess Vinny likes to joke. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so back in, I don't know, 2016, Spatry wanted me to take the Manjaro challenge. He says, hey, Toss, do a full install, and just be honest, do a full install, no virtual machine, do a full install of Manjaro. And then tell me what you think, run it for a while. Okay. So I installed the latest version. I guess their flagship is XFCE, right? I installed it. I do remember that the install was quite easy. And I knew I was going to have a problem when after running the install and all the updates, I could not play a CD. I could not play a music, one of my CDs. And Spatry says, well, who the heck plays CDs? I'm like, Spatry, baby, that's not the point. If you're giving this to a newbie and they're in the mood for music and it's not playing a CD, come on. But I fixed it. Yeah. Vinny says, hey, Toss, just you don't need to swim with the fishes. No, I don't swim with the fishes because I don't use Arch. Okay. Okay, so full install of Manjaro. I was able to fix the music issue. So ran the updates. I remember I needed some specific software. So I turned on the AUR, the Arch User Repository, which later became the Arch Useless Repository. Because after I turned that thing on, man, things happened to my Manjaro machine and I stopped using it. But I do remember when I turned it on, a pop-up warning says, warning, this can destroy your system. But I did a video, but you know, I came prepared after I turned on the AUR and I grabbed a fire extinguisher, showed it to the camera. I came prepared with my fire extinguisher using Arch in case of emergencies. Dispatcher says you don't need a fire extinguisher to use Manjaro Linux. But for those of you who are running Manjaro Arch base and having issues, I get it. That's why I don't use it anymore. You know, it's now I'm betting if you run Arch or Arch based and do not turn on the AUR, you may have better luck. You may have better luck. I mean, there's a reason that pop-up warning comes up when it says, hey, you turn on the AUR and you're going to have potential problems. There's a reason, right? I'm just saying. All right, let's play the Pop! OS video here one more time, and then we'll wrap it up for this morning. How does that sound in case you came in late and missed it? So this is, once again, Pop! OS, Cosmic Pop! OS from USA-based system 76. Nice looking modified version of GNOME. Play this one more time, and then we'll wrap it up so I can have my breakfast. Yeah, I went swimming Sunday, Vince. It felt good. The water was a little bit on the chilly side, but it felt good to get in the water. So yeah. I agree, Trevor. Got to get the basics right or it just turns off new users. Look, we all know about the potential power of Linux. Look at Gentoo powered or Linux powered, Chromebooks, hot seller, and people will buy those machines. They're not going to say, oh my God, this is based on Gentoo. Honey, don't buy that. They don't care what it's based on. It just works. Chromebooks just work. So, because once again, like you said, they got the basics right. Does it turn on? Can you log in with no issues? Can you do updates with no problems? Does it just work? Yeah. Do you need to fix anything on a Chromebook? Nope. Yeah, Vince, I did check out Elementary OS beta. Yeah, it's a nice looking Mac OS looking, OS, and it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Very polished. I just prefer to stick with the Mate desktop. Yeah. The one thing that got to me with standard Ubuntu with the GNOME desktop is you can't drag and drop files and folders on the desktop, and that apparently that's a standard feature. And I thought, that's it. I can't do this anymore. So, hi Spin, welcome. But is Ubuntu stable, polished? Absolutely. It's just that if you install standard Ubuntu and you are new, you're going to have to modify it quite a bit, install extensions, and the extensions may break the system. So in the end, if you are new, what's the point? That's how I see it. In the latest, GNOME Shell has been around, 10 years now? That's a long time to still be working on it. Anyway, Pop! OS and Zorn have got it right. So TC says you've been using Ubuntu Mate since 1604. It was both me and Quizup that made me start using it. Ah, you've not regretted Your choice, one bid. Well, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I call the Ubuntu Mate my Linux Gold Standard. I think Quidzup kind of agreed with me or made a comment about it. I call it the Linux Gold Standard, not because it's the newest or the flashiest. It's my gold standard because it just works. No surprises. And I think that's what most people want. Whether they buy a Linux machine, a Mac, or Chromebook, Raspberry, whatever, they just want it to work and not spend hours, modifying or fixing something. I think as humans, I think we all have basic wants and needs, and a little bit less stress in life is, well, it's necessary, right? Especially these days. So. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, just got a message. Forgot a doctor appointment today. Checkup later on. I'm glad I got the message. All right. You love the tile feature, Trevor? Yes. It's a nice feature. All right, let's give this a 5-minute warning, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. So, any other comments or questions before I start my day? Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Even if you use Arch. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I'm gonna finish up with one of my dad's songs called "Symphony of Love." Let me just crank up the volume here just a little bit and let me know if you guys like it. And it's this one right here. Cinnamon desktop is nice too. Spin, yep. If Mate did not exist, I would probably be using XFCE. Just a guess.
Listen, the birds are singing. The spring is finally here. My broken heart is crying. Why the roses catches my teardrops.
Spring rain calls out your name. My love, where can you be? It thunders in the rain and gives me so much pain. Io e te, sotto il chiaro della luna.
Pretty song written by my dad, Symphony of Love, and sung by one of his friends there in Italy. Looks like Italy might be getting back to normal. Trevor says, plasma is a little too customizable. It can be a bit overwhelming for beginners, Trevor. That I would agree, yeah. Yeah. It might be a little bit too much for beginners. It's slick looking, it's nice, but it might be too much, yeah. All right. Well, I think we will wrap it up with that song called Symphony of Love. And thanks you, everyone, for stopping by. Wishing you all the love and friendship I can virtually give you. So, any final comments or questions? Because I need to start my day and have some breakfast. There was actually that phone call I got was a message. There was 2 cancellations at the doctor's office. So I think I might go a little bit sooner today and get it out of the way. Okay, I guess that's it for today, my friends. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, whenever that will be. I don't know yet what my what's going on for Friday night. Vince, are you available Friday night? I know the last couple of weeks you have not been. So anyway, we might do something Friday night. We'll see. So on that note, I'll say peace and love. Be safe. Arrivederci.